obvious reasons we're all here. I'm going to address those, give my thoughts, give my sentiments, and then I'll take questions. There's a reason I didn't do this I know everyone was expecting me to go speak on my podcast. And quite frankly, I don't hide from anything. I own my mistakes. And to go sit on my podcast would be not taking questions and hiding from the issue at hand. And so I wanted to acknowledge that. And, for those out there that thought that, those were just your thoughts, but I wanted to do this first before I just went and sat in front of a computer screen and said whatever it was that I wanted to say. So number one, I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday. What's today? Wednesday. I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday, and for that, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan, and I wanted to take that a step further. With the event yesterday, with the video leaking, there is a huge embarrassment that comes with that. Not only for myself as I was the one that committed the action, the embarrassment that comes for me is what it is, and that's something that I have to deal with. But the embarrassment that Jordan has to deal with, and that this team has to deal with, that this organization has to deal with, but also Jordan's family. His family saw that video. His mother, his father saw that video. And quite frankly, if my mother saw that video, I know how my mother would feel. I know what her I know what her reaction would be, and I know what her next step would be. And so for that, I apologize to his mother and his father. And it's over a contract, or him getting an extension or me getting an extension. I can assure you I don't count other people's pockets, number one. And so that's not something I would ever start doing. And the way I was raised, that is simply hating on another man's situation. And that's something that you just don't do, And so the one thing that I can assure you is that had absolutely nothing to do with anything. I think for myself, I am a very flawed human being. And I think I personally know those flaws better than anyone. And the work that I've done to correct those flaws, I think, has been tremendous, and yet there's still a very long way to go. I think that's a constant working process. I am a constant working process, and I'll continue to do that work. I think the day that took place, I was in a very, very, very bad space mentally, dealing with some things in my personal life that I, quite frankly, not certain that, I can't sit here and say like, oh, you're dealing with some things in your personal life that didn't shorten your temper, that didn't, that didn't change your reaction in moments. Like, all those things are tied together, and I think that's where you get to see the human being side of us, where
I wanted to, I guess this is kind of a two-part question. What did you think of the fact that the video did leak? And then after, I'm sure you watched it, just, watching yourself in that moment, like, what did you think?
What did I think of the fact of the video leaking? If I'm being 100% honest, I thought it was bullshit. No other video leaks from practice. When we're working on our sets, they don't leak. When we're, when I'm coaching everyone up, that doesn't leak. So I thought it was bullshit that the video leaked. And saying that, what did I think of myself in the moment? I watched the video 15 times, maybe more. Because when I watch the video, I'm looking at the video and I'm like, yo, this looks awful. Like, this looks even worse than I thought it was. It's pathetic. And then I had to take a step back too and realize that this video was actually released this way to look that way, you know? For whoever released the video, I don't know who released the video. I am very thankful to the Warriors organization for taking it as serious as they have and launching the investigation that they have. Because quite frankly, they don't have to. You know, they're not obligated to launch an investigation for something that I did wrong. You know, they're not obligated to do that. So I appreciate them taking that as serious as they have and are doing. But for whoever leaked the video, it did the same thing to me that it's intended to do to the world. You know, it's an audio-less video. It's a video that cuts to me walking right to him. You know, and so the video serves the purpose that it was supposed to serve. And it had me in the same mind state of like, wow, this is terrible, this is awful. And by the way, it is terrible and it is awful. Like, just because of the way the video is cut up and it's not released with audio and all those things, what I did was wrong. You know, so regardless of the video